Miami, and the roof is closed as such for comfort at Lone Depot Park. Today it's the rubber match in this three-game series between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Miami Marlins. With Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, and today we've got a division matchup between two teams certainly setting their sights on October as we get deeper into the back half of the season, guys.
That's right, Matty. These two teams both figure to be fighting each other and the rest of the league down the stretch for postseason positioning. There's still a good amount of time left in the season, but this is when each game takes on a little added significance because the races, they're starting to take shape a little bit. This one ought to be a good litmus test for both of these clubs.
Anibal Sanchez gets the assignment for the rubber match in this series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Wow, talk about a number that jumps out at you. This guy's whip, which is walks to hits to innings pitch, is less than 1 coming into this start. That's not an easy thing to do. That tells me one thing. Not only is his stuff good, but he wipes people out quick. This is a real good pitcher.
Underway now in the Sunday finale as the first pitch today is taken for strike one. These Marlins, as they take the field this afternoon, they come in playing well. 6-3 over the last 9 ball games, including a victory last time out.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, you know what, D-Roll? Try to get on a kind of a little mini winning streak here. Losing the first game of this series, winning game 2, and hopefully winning this series by pulling one out here today.
Yeah, Dan, they were able to shower that first loss off in the first game of this series and had a nice bounce-back game yesterday. Let's see if they can steal the series right here.
High and deep down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. Now a fastball here that'll wisely lay off, and it's 1-2.
That's a great pitch for a spot like that. It looks like a strike, then it just comes in out of the zone. If you can command that with movement, it's a very effective pitch to pitching hitters inside.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And this is swung on and missed on a great pitch that time, and the leadoff man is down on strikes to get this one started.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
Ronald Torre is the next to bat, as he will take a look at a fastball in there as that strike zone expands just a little. It's 0-1. The average not quite where he wants it, down in the 220s. 3 homers and an even 20 RBIs. Crowds him a bit with a fastball there, and it's to 1-1. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Working the plate is Larry Bullard.
Hey, D-Roll, Larry Bullard, he's pretty much right down the middle. You see very few managers and players getting into very many confrontations with Larry.
Yeah, Larry lays in the weeds, Dan. Doesn't try and make it about him, and that's what the players love. He's got a pretty consistent strike zone, and he's approachable.
Swing and a liner. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out. With that, here's the starting lineup for the visiting Philadelphia Phillies. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, Alec Bohm is one guy that needs to turn things around quickly, Matt. It just seems like something is off in his swing. I don't know if it's timing or he's not picking up the ball. Maybe he just needs a day off. He just doesn't look right.
Next to dig in will be Bryce Harper. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. Lifetime against Anibal Sanchez. Comes in with 6 hits in 29 at-bats. He's taken him deep once. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. Throw over to Aguilar at first will take care of him to end the inning. Phillies down in order. And now the Marlins will have a crack at things. No score. Zach Eflin gets the starting assignment for the Phillies. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, you can't always judge a pitcher by the numbers. I know the ERA is into the 4s coming into this start, but he's actually a pretty solid pitcher. And every once in a while, he can throw some decent games in there. It's not easy having an ERA under 4 in baseball. He's slightly over that, but this guy's a better pitcher than that ERA indicates.
Dan Dero, these Phillies, as they begin play here today, they come in the midst of a stretch where they've dropped 6 of their last 9.
Yeah, Matty, this is the big one right here. They've split the first 2 games of this series. You want to steal one right here and be feeling good about yourself.
Yeah, Dero, I think one of the things you want to do, you get to the 3rd game, you'd like to win this series and finish it off by winning game 3. It's always nice to win a series, whether it's at home or on the road, so this is a big one for this ball club.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2. On the ground to the right side. Hoskins has it. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
Batting second.
We have a moment here in Miami to take a look at the Marlins starting lineup. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Well, Matt, I think the cleanup hitter might be the difference in this game. He's the team leader in runs batted in coming into this one. He just has a knack for driving in runs, whether the runner's at first base or he's at second or third. It just seems like he's always driving the guys in. He even told me, when I get to the plate, I'm in scoring position. That's the kind of mentality he has, and it works.
261 the average coming into action here. 4 home runs and 34 driven in. The 0-1.
I got 1 ball.
Eflin is a guy who throws a lot of strikes, rarely walks people, but what does bite him occasionally is the home run ball.
Matt, this is a guy that's not a power type of pitcher, so he needs to rely on being down in the strike zone. One of the keys, he tends to lose being aggressive when he falls behind, and he kind of nibbles around the strike zone. And what happens with that, Matty V, he becomes very predictable, and when you don't have overpowering stuff, you tend to be able to get hit hard.
Batting third. The left fielder, Garrett Cooper.
And that'll bring in Garrett Cooper. Head-to-head at the start of play against Zach Eflin. He's 1 for 5. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Hit out towards second. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Miami down in order. We are still scoreless. And now it'll be the cleanup spot for the Phillies. Rhys Hoskins. And there you see his righty-lefty splits and how they've played out so far this season. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Center fielder looking up, and this one is gone. A home run. Rhys Hoskins with a solo shot. 32 now for the season, and the Phillies grab a 1-0 lead.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
Here's Didi Gregorius. As the first pitch misses high and inside for ball 1. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. And even 20 home runs and 60 runs batted in. The 1-0. A shot to second base and handled for the first out.
Batting 6. The catcher,
All right, here's the defensive alignment for the Miami Marlins. And let's take a look at Brian Anderson. This guy, when I see him out there on the field, I think of one thing. He's a ball player. Offers versatility for his manager. Outfield, little third base. He was fighting for the 2018 Rookie of the Year.
To the plate now, JT Realmuto, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Fouled away. Sanchez is ready. 1-1 on its way.
Ball two.
Phillies have an early 1-0 lead here in inning number 2. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a liner. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
That's got to be frustrating for the pitcher right there. He's well aware of who's having great seasons and who's having the tough seasons at the plate for the opposition. This guy put him in the tough season bucket, and he just gave up a knock to him.
Here's Matt Joyce now. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. He's got that batting average even at a point where even a 1 for 5 will gain him some points. 1 home run and 5 driven in. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. The 0-2 once more. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out.
Really good pitch right there. So you're moving the ball all around the strike zone, and then what do? You come in. That's a hard pitch for any hitter to do anything with. Just really makes it difficult to get that bat head out.
Here now is Adam Hazley as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. The set and the 1-0 pitch. Strike taken to throw. Offline throw, but they still got it. Good job of getting the tag down there. Another look at the throw down that results in a third out on the bases. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this. So here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Jesus Aguilar, head-to-head at the start of play against Zach Eflin. He's 4 for 11. First pitch of the AB now. Took something off there, but this is hit well anyway out to deep center. Hazley is on the warning track as he hauls it in for a loud out number 1.
Batting fifth, the right fielder.
Time to take a look at the Philly D. Let's spot shadow Bryce Harper, and why wouldn't we? He's only one of the best players in the game. He puts it on the line every night in the field and at the plate.
In is Jorge Soler. Guess we'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. The average coming in at 266, 27 homers, and 65 RBIs. Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1. One out, nobody on. Grounded down the third baseline. Throw-in time at first for out number 2.
Batting fifth, the third baseman, Ryan Anderson.
Bases are empty here with 2 away, and that'll bring up the outfielder Brian Anderson. Now here it comes.
That's 3 straight sliders in a row. I'd be shocked. I would be shocked if he went to that well a 4th time. I'd be looking heater.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Great job by the pitcher right there, changing eye levels. We all know he's a sinker ball pitcher, but if he could throw some 4-seamers up in the zone like that, it could work for him.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Here comes the 1-2. Misses, ball 2.
2 strikes.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Liner toward right center. That gets down, and the inning continues.
I mean, that has to frustrate the guy on the mound right there. You get him down 0-2, no put-away pitch, works the count back to neutral, and is able to mix in a base hit. Nice job.
At the plate, Sandy Leon. As he'll take a look at a high strike here on the outside corner. It's 0-1. He'll check in with an average still south of 230. 2 home runs and 7 driven in. Oh, 1. Here's the pitch. Starting to go. They'll look for the appeal down to third and ring him up, says the third base umpire. He's gone. 1 left for Miami. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Now at the plate, here is Adam Hazley, and he's really been feeling it at the plate the last week or so. Definitely one player to keep your eye on right now. First pitch on the way. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now.
After 2 great pitches, he has a lot of options right now. He could bounce something or go elevated fastball.
Grounded back up the middle, and that's through for a hit. So the Phillies get a man on to start out the inning.
Hey, nice AB right there. With the pitcher coming to the plate, your job is to get on in front of him. This should be interesting. Does he get the bunt sign? Do we play a little billy ball and pull it back and try and play chicklets with the third baseman? See what happens.
Into the box, Zach Eflin. And they'll indeed have the pitcher squaring around as he puts this one down. And he can't pick it up. That ought to go down as an infield single.
Now batting, the third baseman, Alex Bohm.
That brings up Alec Bohm. As he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. He was a strikeout victim to open up the ball game. From the stretch. A ball and a strike. The 1-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
1-2.
Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes.
Well, there's nothing better from a pitcher standpoint than watching that high fastball, a high piece of cheese, swung at and missed. That pitch looks so inviting to hit, but it's awfully tough to put in play.
Into the box now, Ronald Torreyes on a line to shortstop.
Now batting, right fielder, Bryce Harper.
Next to hit, Bryce Harper. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. Here's the first pitch, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1.
You can really tell they're trying to keep the ball in on this big slugger right here.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt. But he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. Hazley at second. Eflin on at first with 2 down. 1 and 2 now as that one's fouled off. One and 2. Here it is. Splitter for a called third strike, and the side is retired. Phillies leave a couple, but they're up 1-0.
Welcome back. The Marlins are set to hit here in the third inning, and this offense has certainly not disappointed this year. Entering the day, they're among the best teams in the league in avoiding the strikeout. I asked one coach about that earlier, and he said it's not something they harp on too much with the players, but they do have a lineup full of guys who want to compete on every pitch and who have great bat-to-ball skills. He added, not every team is so lucky to have that kind of makeup. Guys?
All right, Heidi, thank you.
Leading up for the Marlins.
Ready now is John Birdie, head-to-head at the start of play against Zach Eflin. Just 3 for 14. Sinker to open the AB, and there for strike 1.
The offense better get it going right here, because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
And a great diving effort there, but it'll just tip off his glove, and it's a base hit.
Man, he's seeing it like a beach ball right now. Even his soft contact is finding holes.
He's making it nearly impossible for a pitcher right now. Up, down, in and out, hard, soft. Anything you throw forward to home plate, this guy seems to somehow be able to find a hole.
Stepping in now, Anibal Sanchez. And the pitcher is, in fact, bunting here as he puts this one down. Only play to the pitcher covering, and the runner moves into second on the play.
The back, number 2, second baseman, Chisholm.
Up next from Miami, Jazz Chisholm. The base knock to the outfield could score the tying run from second. Here's the first pitch.
Ready.
The 0-1. Hit back up the middle. Gregorius has it, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, shortstop, Miguel Rojas.
Stepping up is Miguel Rojas, trying here to plate the tying run from second. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch.
1-0.
The 1-0. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Hazley gets there for the catch, and that ends the inning. Marlins leave 1. It remains 1-0. All set for the start of the 4th. And here comes the first baseman, Rhys Hoskins.
Number 17, Rhys Hoskins.
The pitch.
Ball one. Ball one, no strike.
The 1-0 delivery. Swing and a liner. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard. So another multi-hit game for him as he's aboard here in the top of the 4th inning. And as you see there, he currently tops the Phillies in that department. So now to the plate, Didi Gregorius. He swings and misses, throw down. And a good decision to throw as he is toast at second base.
Well, he tried to turn a single into a double by stealing second on the first pitch, but they were ready for it. Good catch and throw from behind the plate, and it's like that base hit never happened.
1 run, 5 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Little chopper back to the mound. On the first, and Sanchez has got it working now. There are 2 away.
Now batting, the catcher, JT Realmuto.
2 are gone in the Philly 4th, and that brings up JT Realmuto. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fouled off.
Ball.
And he misses with it, 1-1.
Got a ball, 1 strike.
And it's fouled away. Ground ball sent back up the middle. He's got it. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he's safe at first.
Man, there's just no excuse for a middle infielder to make a play like that, especially your shortstop. Looked like a routine play, but for some reason, he just pulled the first baseman off the bag. It happens, but you never want to give a team extra outs.
In now, Matt Joyce. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Well, you can see he's coming right at this guy, just pounding the ball in the strike zone. He certainly has the advantage now. This guy hasn't even swung the bat yet.
Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. Phillies strand 1. And now in the box, Garrett Cooper. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Yeah, Matty, and it looked like a sinker in his last AB that got him to roll over. Kind of similar situation right here. Similar stuff on the mound. Look for them to try and get him to do exactly the same thing as his last AB. He's got to fight to get it elevated just a little bit more.
And now a pitch on the way.
Ball, that's inside.
And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. Sinker, and that's ruled strike 2. A bouncer up the middle. And there's one down now.
Up next for the Marlins, the first baseman, Jesus Aguilar.
So one down, no one aboard. And up next will be the power-hitting first baseman, Big Jesus Aguilar. Pitch on the way.
Nope. That's inside.
No runs, 2 hits, and 1 error so far for the Marlins. Hit out towards second. And that's the second out.
The right fielder, number 12, Jorge Soler.
So 2 are gone now in the Miami fourth. And that'll bring up Jorge Soler to hit next. First pitch of the AB now. Pitch to the plate is a sinker for a called strike 1. 2 out, nobody on. Hit on the ground out to short. Gregorius is there. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. So now here is Adam Hazley. He'll start off the 5th in this one.
Adam Hazley.
He's ready. Here's the first pitch. That one's down around the knees, taken for a strike.
That's a
Ball 1.
He obviously wanted that call on the corner, but if he continues to put the ball right there, he's going to get that call, and he's going to keep pitching as well as he is.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Takes a pitch for strike number 2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Swing and a miss, and he'll start the 5th the same way he ended the 4th with a punch out, 1 away. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Zach Eflin, a base hit in his first trip.
Yeah, he showed like a little prowess with the bat right there, Dan. I'd be surprised if they don't attack him a little bit more carefully this AB.
Hit out towards second. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning.
Now batting, third baseman, Alex Bohm.
So it's back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up Alec Bohm. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Upper part of the zone there, but taken for a strike.
There's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if they have to incorporate that into their mindset.
Hit back up the middle. Throw over to Aguilar at first. Will take care of him to end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia, but they lead it 1-0. Welcome back to Miami as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the commercial break, I had a chance to catch up with manager Don Mattingly about the Marlins' offensive production, and he told me the quality of their swings needs to improve as the game moves forward. He said they're searching for ways to drive the ball with some authority because it's just not happening for them today. They haven't gotten an extra base hit yet, so it's been a real struggle getting guys into scoring position. But the key, he said, is not to panic. Sometimes you just have to fight through the downturns and keep your focus and energy high.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Now it'll be Brian Anderson. He leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You can tell in between innings, the veterans in that dugout going up and down the line, trying to keep this lineup from getting super frustrated. They just have to find a way to piece it together. Maybe pass the baton, get some wheels in motion, maybe get aggressive on the base pass if they can get somebody on.
1 ball, no strikes, the count. Now a slider down the middle, but laid off. grounded back up the middle. And that's the first down.
And this is not an easy play when you have to range to your right. He really didn't have a chance to get his feet set, so this is all arm. Nicely done.
Standing in now, Sandy Leon. As he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike.
Man, this guy's been incredibly efficient so far in this one, mostly because he's getting ahead. 70% of the batters he's faced, he's thrown a first pitch strike to.
Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Hazley is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
The center fielder, number 5, John Birdie.
Now at the plate is John Birdie. He collected a base hit his first time up. Here's the pitch. As the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2.
Hey, offense needs to check itself right here. They need to make this starter a little bit more uncomfortable. 1 strike away from 5 shutout innings.
And here's a sinker that had a little bit too much dart to it there as it just about came in and nailed him.
That's a good pitch right there, but you know, as a base stealer, when you're in the box like that, you want to protect your money makers, right? You don't want anything around your knees or your feet, so he was fortunate to get out of the way of that one.
He's under it, and that ends the inning. Miami down in order. They're down 1-0. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and that'll give way to the veteran second baseman, Ronald Torreyes. And now the first pitch. Fastball just inside. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Now batting, right fielder, Bryce Harper.
1 out for the Phils in their half of the 6th, and that'll bring up Bryce Harper. Sanchez gets his sign and delivers. Fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1.
Man, this guy's had their number all game long. Up, down, in and out. He's pitching very well.
Now the 1-0. Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out. Bases are empty. 1 man out. And he pops him up, drifting toward the left side of the infield. And he'll put this away for the 2nd out. So he's just a third of an inning away from putting up another 0 as we take a look at the ball clubs with the lowest team ERAs. And you can see that these guys currently find themselves 4th in the NL in that category. Rhys Hoskins will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the 2nd inning. As we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. Out in front of it, strike 1. Hoskins behind, the count 0-2.
Man, this guy's really pitched well so far, attacking the strike zone, and he's really kept these hitters off balance.
Sanchez coming up on pitch number 71 so far. And he looks at a ball, 1-2.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
Ball 2.
Lays off the 1-2 changeup, and he's worked it back to 2-2. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Cooper able to track it down for the third out. Phillies down in order. They lead it 1-0. Jesus Sanchez is going to come off the bench as he'll be asked to lead off the bottom of inning number 6. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. He'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. He'll come in here at 259. 10 home runs and an even 40 RBIs. Here's a swing and a bouncing ball hits a Gregorius at short. Throws in time, and that's out number 1. So with one gone for him here in the inning, let's check out our current standings, and you can see they enter play with a 2-game lead in the division race. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Jazz Chisholm. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1.
Boys, we see the pitch count. It's hard to remember the last time we saw a guy pitch this efficiently.
Hey, this guy has really been attacking the zone, and this lineup has been more than happy to swing at a lot of pitchers' pitches so far.
Ground ball sent back up the middle, and a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit.
Dan, are you even concerned about that? You've been pitching out of a wind-up ball game, and now you have to go to the stretch.
It can be a concern sometimes, but you try to in between starts to make sure that you throw enough pitches out of the stretch. And he's been out of the windup most of the game, so we'll see how he reacts here after this base hit.
At the plate, Miguel Rojas. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Ball and no strikes. Here it is. And this is on the ground to short. Could be 2. On to first. It's a double play as their woes continue. The inning is over. Nothing doing for the Marlins. They trail this one 1-0. Jeremy Jeffress is going to come on in relief as he'll be making his 20th appearance of the season.
Jeremy Jeffress.
All set for the start of the inning, and here's the left-handed hitting shortstop Didi Gregorius now. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Lifted the other way down the left field line. Long run for the left fielder. He can't get there in time, and now it hops over the wall for a ground rule double.
Just a great approach at the plate right there. Takes that pitch on the outer half and goes with it. He clearly hit it well because it bounced right over the wall for a ground rule double.
To the plate now, JT Realmuto, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Real Muto behind with an 0-2 count now.
You have one job in this situation, especially down 0-2. You have to find a way to advance that runner to third and give your teammate a chance to drive something into the outfield. You cannot not come through in this situation.
Swing and a liner. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. And this one will bounce into the wall. He's in at second safely as a run will score on the play as well.
Boy, I tell you what, that's a big RBI late in the game here. They take a 2-0 lead, D-Row. The way the pitching's been for them tonight, they're sitting in a pretty good spot.
Yeah, Dan, they've gotten great pitching all game long, and all that extra run can do is give you a little bit more confidence. You don't have to pitch with such tension out there, fearful of making one mistake.
At the plate now, Matt Joyce. And he'll take a look at ball one. Joyce in front, 2 balls and no strikes.
A couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at-bat, trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
Now a sinker falls in there for a called strike, 2-1.
This is going to be an interesting at-bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
Hit down the line at first, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. Real Muto stands at second with no outs. Again, another foul ball. Another 2-2 offering.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His third punch out of the game.
Man, they've really had his numbers so far in this series. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone.
Into the box now, Adam Hazley. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. Now a splitter, and he lays off a ball and a strike. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. 1 out and a runner on second base. And he struck him out, so he's down on strikes for the second time this afternoon. So next to bat will be Zach Eflin. He bounced out last time up. Now here's the first offering. And he watches one dip low and inside for a ball. 1-1. 2 out here and a runner at second. A 1-ball, 2-strike count to the Phillies pitcher.
Hey, I know it's the pitcher at the plate, but he's going to grind it out right here. He's got a chance to help himself, and nothing's a bigger backbreaker to a team than watching the pitcher drive in a run.
Outside, that's the ball.
Misses, ball 2.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and breaks just out. Just a great take by the batter.
Aguilar is there, and the side is retired. 1 for the Phillies here on the... Now into the box, Garrett Cooper. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point.
This is the part of the game where I think we really start seeing what teams are made of, both in terms of battling back, showing some resiliency, and in terms of knowing how to play with the lead, locking down that W.
First offering on its way.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
Under it is Harper, and Bryce has got it for the first out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Jesus Aguilar.
So stepping in is Jesus Aguilar, grounded out in his last at-bat. First offering.
Hey! Oh, that's good.
One out, nobody on. And it's 1-2.
Count 1 and 2.
Hey, I know it's a day game, but these guys better wake up. He's on point today, throwing a lot of exploding stuff, darting and diving all over the strike zone.
A swing and a ground ball to third. In time to first, and there are two away.
Now batting, right fielder, Jorge Soler.
Next up is Jorge Soler. He hits with two away as they continue to trail in this close game.
Well, Matt, this has been a big inning on the mound. He's had to face the middle of the order, and so far he's held them at bay.
Yeah, this feels like the kind of inning we'll look back on at the end of the game, even if the result of it changes dramatically here. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Two out, nobody on. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Now some movement out in the Phillies bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen. Now a flare out to left center. Gregorius onto the grass. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. They're down 2-0. Anthony Bender has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 8, Anthony Bender.
So the Phillies batting order turns over and set to go. Alec Bohm struggled at the top of the lineup in this one, hitless to this point. Now the first pitch. Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
The 1-1 is strike 2, swinging.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Count.
Big fastball is definitely this guy's MO coming out of the bullpen.
Flare out toward right center. Chisholm backs up a bit and he takes charge for the first out.
The batter, the second baseman, Ronald Torres.
Next to dig in, Ronald Torres. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. And now the first pitch.
1-0.
Bender, a 25-year-old. He was a 20th round selection back in the 2016 first-year player draft.
Hey, this guy's got a chance to be an absolute steal. Being drafted where he was, there are definite signs that he has a chance to make an impact at the big league level.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Clearly off with his timing on that one. A swinging strike. Bases are empty. 1 man out. 2-2.
He must know something we don't know. That was a center cut heater with count leverage in a big spot. I don't understand why he's taking.
The 2-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
Here's Bryce Harper now, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1.
Hey, this guy has come in and just done his job. Period. The end. Chance to toss a scoreless inning right here with 2 down. They're only down 2. A bloop and a blast, and this game's tied.
The 0-2 once more. Misses. That's ball 1.
2 strikes.
Late making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1 and 2. And he fouls this one off. Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2.
These are the great matchups that happen throughout the course of a game. I don't think as a pitcher you can give in right here. He's a great hitter at the plate. He knows it. You know it. Keep executing. Maybe get him to roll something over.
Here now the 2-2. Fouled away. Making him work out there. The 9th pitch of the at-bat coming up. To first. Fielded cleanly. Onto the back with it is Aguilar, and that'll retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia, but they're on top 2-0. Digging in will be Brian Anderson. He'll get things started now in the bottom of inning number 8.
The third baseman, Brian Anderson.
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Pitch on the way. High in the air out to center field. Hazley is there, and he has it for the first out.
The batter, the catcher, Sandy Leon.
So the next to bat will be Sandy Leon. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. First offering on its way. Taken, but that catches the inside part of the plate.
Hey, the guy on the mound is absolutely pounding his zone, and that's why he's been able to stay and pitch deep into this game.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Nope. Ball 1.
1 out, nobody on.
Nope.
Tries
That's
to change up on him there, but it's a ball. 2-1.
1 strike.
Into the windup and the pitch.
Inside, ball 3.
A 3-1 count, tying run on deck. Good spot to be a hitter right now. You have to look for something middle in.
And a full count now, 3-2.
Count is full.
So far in this game, he's the only guy in the lineup that's gone down on strikes.
This is the only guy in the lineup that struck out so far, and now he finds himself in the hole with 2 strikes.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Center fielder on the run, and he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out.
The center fielder, number 5, John Birdie.
And now, John Birdie. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. And the pitch. Here's a slider to start things out. Looked at for ball 1. And he takes a cold strike 1. The 1-1. Hit in the air down the right field line. Harper has a read on it, and the inning is over. Miami down in order. They trail it here 2-0. Zach Thompson enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Digging in now for Philadelphia, Rhys Hoskins. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. First offering. The 0-1. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now. Now a little looper down the left field line. Rojas has got it, and the first out is recorded.
Now batting, shortstop, Didi Gregorius.
So next to the plate for the Phils, Didi Gregorius. He came across to score after doubling in his last at-bat.
Yeah, he jumped all over that first pitch last time up. Interested to see if he has the same approach this AB.
Now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fouled off. Thompson playing here in his age 26 season. He was a 5th round pick during the 2014 draft.
Hey, this middle round selection is still developing, but he's doing it at the big league level, and he has a lot of time to get his tool set ironed out.
A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. And it's fouled away.
That's a real nice location with that fastball up and in on the hands. Hard to do much with that because a hitter really can't extend his arms very easily.
He's set, and the 2-2 pitch is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
Into the box, JT Realmuto.
At the ball.
The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third. The 1-1. 1-2.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
And another foul ball. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And he struck him out. So a good pitch there, and now they're going to need to string some hits together in this last at-bat if they want to get back in this thing. Phillies down in order, but they hold a 2-0 lead. Joe Penner will be summoned a pinch hit here to start the bottom of the 9th. And remember, they need 2 to tie, 3 to win, so he's got his work cut out for him here. First pitch on its way. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 9 homers and 17 RBIs. On its way is pitch number 75. Line toward right center. And the move to the pinch hitter will not pan out as that's taken in for the first out.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Jazz Chisholm singled in his last at-bat. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Sinker, and this one's over as well. 0-2 now.
Count 0-2.
Man, this dude is locked in on the mound. He's throwing each pitch with confidence.
Bouncer up the middle. Gregorius to his left. He's there for it. Throw on to first will be in time, and the Marlins are now down to their final out of the game.
The shortstop, Miguel.
Up next, Miguel Rojas. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
First pitch of the AB now. Sinker to open the AB, in there for strike 1. Two-run game, last of the 9th with 2 away. Line towards center field. Solid base hit for him, his first of the afternoon.
That fires me up right there. What a clutch AB, a 2-out single to get the tying run to the plate. That's all you can ask for.
In now, Garrett Cooper. As he'll take a look at the pitch too low, it's ball 1. It could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. And he misses again, 2-0.
Not even close with the 1-0. He needs to get back in the zone, but be careful. Work the quadrants.
Here comes the 2-0 pitch.
Nasty 2-0 slider right there for a strike. No shame in tipping your hat.
Rojas leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. 3-1 to the Marlins left fielder.
Time to narrow your focus up there at the plate. In a 1-run game, he doesn't want to walk you, so there's a good chance he's going to get something to handle right here. The
3-1 pitch. swing and a miss, and they're up against it now as they're down to their final strike of the afternoon.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. But the throw is offline, and he's in there with 2 bases.
And if you're the manager, you've got to love that about your team. They were down to their last strike, but they refused to go down without a fight, so they lived to fight some more.
Here's the Philadelphia manager on his way out to the mound now. And a change is in the offing, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll leave with the lead. Can't lose this one, but he is responsible for the 2 runners out there, so he could get a no decision if they were to come around and score. Hector Neris takes over on the mound now as he'll try to get the final out of the ballgame here and pick up a save. At the plate, Jesus Aguilar, as he'll go after a hard sinker that time and falls behind 0-1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Comes set, the 0-1. Hit back up the middle. And that is into center field as he comes through. It's a base hit. And the second run is in to score as they bounce back to tie it at 2.
Boy, D-Roll, talk about the definition of clutch coming up in the 9th and delivering a game-tying RBI base hit.
Yeah, what a huge at-bat right there. As a former offensive player, these are the moments you live for. Runners in scoring position, bottom of the 9th inning, and you're able to come through for the team. Let's see if they can continue on.
And every pitch so crucial in a tie ball game, so he'll step out and ask for time. To the plate now, Jorge Soler. As the first pitch here is a bit high, it's ball 1. His career numbers against Hector Neris, he's 1 for 2. Oh, tough to catch up when it's moving like that.
Hey, this offense has this closer in trouble right here. They have to find a way to keep applying pressure. I don't know, everybody top step in the dugout. Get on this guy and make him nervous.
The 1-1 pitch. And he fouls this one off. Swing and a miss, and that's out number 3. But disaster has already struck here in the bottom of inning number 9 as 2 runs come across, and they'll have to work a little longer to try and pull this one out on the road. 10th inning coming up, and we are tied 2-2. Richard Blyer takes the mound as he'll be the first man to pitch here in extra innings. We are into extra innings. Coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Matt Joyce. Here's the first pitch. Upper part of the zone there, but taken for a strike.
This has to be a productive at-bat right here. I know you want to drive the run in and get the RBI, but you have to find a way, bare minimum, to move this runner over to third.
Fouled away. Now the 0-2 pitch. Grounder down the line at third. This will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2.
There's the heavy sinker right there. What makes that pitch so difficult to hit is not only does it change eye levels, it actually changes plane. You go to hit it at one position, and it's 6 to 8 inches dropping off the table and chasing your hands.
Grounded back up the middle. Scooped up. Throw to first gets him. One out here to lead off the 10th. Roman Quinn will be summoned now to be the pinch runner.
Number 24.
Now to bat, Adam Hazley. In his career versus this pitcher, he's 2 for 4. Here's the first pitch. Bottom part of the zone, and the slider is in there for a called strike.
Boy, this is a dicey situation right here, D-Where with the runner in scoring position. The sac fly brings that run in. This is where you're going to really have to try to keep the ball on the ground as a pitcher. What do you want to do as a hitter, D-Ro?
Yeah, right here, you are looking for anything above the belt. You see it up, you have to let it go. This is where you have to check your ego at the door. Something has to be elevated and put into the outfield. Give your team a chance to score a run.
Now the 1-2 pitch.
Nope, outside.
Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 1 away. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
And a swing and a miss. He struck him out. And a big out there as the go-ahead run stays at third with 2 gone now. Scott Kingery will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Number 4. Scott Kingery.
Here's the first pitch. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. And he bats in a big spot here. Go-ahead run at third, 2 men out. Oh, and look at this. High in the air and deep. And when this ball comes down, they'll have taken the lead. Home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left as they've taken a 2-run lead.
That's a great job by the hitter right there. Extra innings, breaks the tie up. That's not an easy thing to do.
Now batting.
So now to the plate, Alec Bohm, as he swings and grounds it toward the hole. But the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. Oh, and he overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head.
Now batting.
Well, a part of me wants to applaud him for staying with it and making the throw, but after he bobbled, he should have just eaten the ball and lived to fight another day. As it is, he gets tagged with an error, and a man is on base.
Standing in now, Ronald Torreyes.
Ball 1.
As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Lifetime versus this arm. He's 0 for 4. 1-0 home is offered at and missed for the first strike. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. From the belt, the pitch. And that misses 2-2. Fouled off. The 2-2 one more time. He's at the knees and called strike 3. But the fighting strike for Archie Bradley takes the ball, looking to make sure this game goes no further. Save situation here in inning number 10.
Archie Bradley.
Rafael Marchand is into the ball game here as he takes over behind the plate.
12, Rafael Marchand.
Now to the plate, here is Brian Anderson. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far.
Brian Anderson.
Lewis Brinson will come on now and pinch run here.
Number 25, Lewis Brinson.
He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Oh, and an ugly swing there. It's 0-1.
Man, that pitch had the look of a fastball. Straight changeup, and the bottom fell out of it.
Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Swung on in the dirt, strike 3. And the throw is in time. Anderson is retired, and there's one away. Big spot here, and it'll be Sandy Leon. Though they might pitch around him here with a couple of bases empty. Jorge Alfaro will grab a bat and pinch hit now, and he'll be looking for at least a fly ball as he's got a runner at third and only one away. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Rounding up the first baseline. And that misses 1-1.
Props to the hitter right there for laying off with a guy on third. You want to be aggressive, but you have to get a pitch you can drive.
Hits this one hard the other way. And that is through for a base hit. And the move to the bench will pay off handsomely. And the run is in to score from third.
You know, you try and execute a pitch, Dan. I'll leave you to answer that. But right there as a batter, you see the infield back. You take everything, all the variables into consideration. You're not trying to do too much. Anything on the ground that stays off the corners gets you an RBI. Now mix in the fact that it found the hole, and he's got a knock to go with it.
Yeah, it's so frustrating as a pitcher, D-Row. You think what you make is a good pitch. Infield playing back. The ball is able to sneak through. A base hit and a run batted in. So close, but yet so far from getting out of that inning unscathed.
The 1-0. He's in there for strike 1. Two balls and a strike. Now the 2-1 pitch. There's a line drive, and that's going to get down. And now, how far will they send that man from first? Tying run headed home. And a relay to the plate. Oh, and the tag will get him at the plate as the potential tying run is cut down trying to score.
With 2 outs, I totally understand sending him there, but with only 1 out, you've got to be pretty positive about getting him home safely. Could have been a whole lot better than what they're working with now.
Isan Diaz will be charged with the job of getting that guy home as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at third. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. And he's got a chance to tie things up here as the equalizer sits just 90 feet away. Boy, he comes back with a beautiful pitch there, and he's dominating this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
Hey, don't kid yourself. I know those were 2 bad swings, but he hits middle of the order for a reason. It only takes 1 swing.
Wastes a pitch on the knuckle curve there, 1-2. Miami down to their last strike. Started the chase there. They'll appeal it down to third, and no swing. It's ball 2. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. And he struck him out, and the ball game is over as they get the possible tying run over to third, but can't get him across. A 1-run finish, 4-3, the final tally today. Hector Neris wins his 4th game out of the bullpen this year. Archie Bradley hammers down the save, his 2nd. So that'll do it for us. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to the new website, theshow.com.
Our final lines for this afternoon. First for the victorious Philadelphia Phillies. 4 runs on 9 hits. No errors. They left 6 men on base. For the Marlins, 3 runs on 8 hits. 2 errors. They left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 57 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely. Inside the Show with Justin Allegri.
Welcome to this Labor Day edition of Inside the Show. Let's take a look back at Sunday's news. National League East. Hector Neris earned his 4th win out of the bullpen, leading Philadelphia to victory over the Marlins 4-3. Entering the day's action, the Marlins sit in 3rd place in the National League East division, 5 games back. And the Phillies are atop the division. They own a 2.5 game advantage. The New York Mets hit 3 long balls as they took down the Nationals in Washington 8-3. In the standings, the Nationals sit in last place in the National League East, 12 games behind first place, while the Mets are 4th in the division, 6 games out of first. the Colorado Rockies combined to give up just 5 hits as they took down the visiting Braves 3-2. Heading into the day, the Rockies sit in last place in the National League West Division. They're over 20 games out of first, while the Braves are in second place in the NL East, 2.5 games out of first. The Chicago Cubs earned the 4-game series sweep as they sank the visiting Buccos 5-4. The win was their 5th straight as a team. As of right now, the Cubs are atop the NL Central. They hold a dominant 9.5 game advantage. And the Pirates are at the bottom of the division. They're over 20 games out of first. The Reds grabbed 13 hits in the game as they defeated the visiting Tigers 7-5. As of today, the Reds are in 4th place in the NL Central. They're 18.5 games out of first. And the Tigers sit in last place in the American League Central Division, 19 games out of first. Travis Shaw drove home 3 runs, helping the Brewers down the Cardinals 5-4. In the standings, the Brewers are in second place in the NL Central, 9.5 games behind first. And the Cardinals are 3rd in the division, 11.5 games out of first. The Diamondbacks snapped their 5-game losing streak as they took down the visiting Mariners 4-3. Heading into the day, the Diamondbacks are in 4th place in the NL West. They're over 20 games out of first. While the Mariners sit in 4th place in the American League West. They're over 20 games out of first. The San Diego Padres had 12 hits as a team as they got the home victory against the Astros 8-4. Entering the day's action, the Padres sit in 3rd place in the National League West Division, yet they currently hold a spot in the race for the National League wildcard, while the Astros are leading the AL West, a commanding 8.5 games ahead of second. The Los Angeles Dodgers totaled 11 hits as they got the win over the Giants in San Francisco 5-1. As of right now, the Giants are in 2nd place in the NL West, but they currently lead the NL wildcard race, while the Dodgers are atop the division. They are enjoying a comfortable 9-game cushion. The New York Yankees got 11 hits overall as they blew out Baltimore 8-1. At the start of the day, the Yankees sit in 2nd place in the American League East Division, but they currently lead the AL wildcard race. And the Orioles are 3rd in the division, 14.5 out of first. The Minnesota Twins finished off a 3-game sweep as they took down the Rays in St. Petersburg 3-1. In the standings, the Rays are in 4th place in the AL East, 19 games out of first. And the Twins sit in 3rd place in the American League Central. They're 7 games back. The Oakland Athletics tallied 5 home runs overall as they blew out the Jays 11-3. As of today, the Blue Jays are in last place in the AL East. They're over 20 games out of first. And the Athletics are in 3rd place in the AL West, 11.5 games out of first. Garrett Richards got his 6th win of the year out of the bullpen as Boston defeated the Indians 5-4. Entering the day's action, the Red Sox sit in 1st place in the American League Eastern Division. They have a 3-game cushion. And the Indians sit in 4th place in the American League Central Division. They're 7.5 games out of first. The Royals got 12 hits in this one as they took down the Chi Sox in front of a home crowd 5-3. Heading into the day, the Royals sit in 2nd place in the AL Central Division, 6.5 games back, while the White Sox are atop the division. They are enjoying a comfortable 6.5 game cushion. Jared Walsh plated 5 on the day with 2 big flies, helping the Halos defeat the Rangers 8-6. He extended his hitting streak to a modest 6 straight games. As of right now, the Angels sit in 2nd place in the American League West. They trail by 8.5 games, while the Rangers are at the bottom of the division. They're over 20 games out of first. And that's what's going on around Major League Baseball heading into this Labor Day holiday. Check in again tomorrow for all the latest.
Inside the show. And now your host, Justin Allegri.
Welcome, everyone. Let's jump right in and revisit the news and events from Monday. Looking first at the NL East, the Washington Nationals allowed only 5 hits in the game as they got the best of the visiting Mets 5-2. As of today, the Nationals are in last place in the NL East, 12 games behind first place. And the Mets are 4th in the division. They're 7 games back. Entering the day's action, the Brewers sit in 2nd place in the National League Central, 9.5 games behind first, while the Phillies are in 1st place in the NL East. They have a 3-game cushion. The Cincinnati Reds knocked out 10 hits as a team as they bested the Cubbies at Wrigley Field 7-0. In the standings, the Cubs are in first place in the NL Central. They hold a dominant 9.5 game advantage. And the Reds are fourth in the division. They're 17.5 games out of first. The Pittsburgh Pirates combined for a 4-hitter as they defeated the visiting Tigers 3-1. At the start of the day, the Pirates sit in last place in the National League Central Division. They're over 20 games out of first, while the Tigers are in last place in the AL Central. They're 19.5 games out of first. Cody Bellinger had 3 hits in the contest, helping lead the Dodgers past the Cardinals 3-0. He is currently among the NL leaders in runs batted in. Heading into the day, the Cardinals are in third place in the NL Central, 11.5 games out of first. And the Dodgers are in first place in the NL West. They are enjoying a comfortable 9-game cushion. The San Francisco Giants allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they took care of the Rocks in Colorado 2-1. Entering the day's action, the Rockies are in last place in the NL West. They're over 20 games out of first, while the Giants are second in the division, 9 games back. The Kansas City Royals pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they beat the O's in Baltimore 5-3. As of today, the Orioles are in third place in the AL East. They're 15.5 games out of first. And the Royals are in second place in the AL Central, but they currently hold a spot in the AL wildcard race. The Red Sox starting pitcher, number 44, got the W and now has 5 this year, helping lead the Red Sox to a win over the Rays 5-4. As of right now, the Red Sox are in first place in the American League East. They have a 3-game cushion, while the Rays are fourth in the division, 20 games out of first. The New York Yankees combined for 10 hits as a team as they took down the visiting Blue Jays 3-1. At the start of the day, the Yankees are in second place in the AL East, yet they currently lead the race for the American League wildcard. And the Blue Jays are at the bottom of the division. They're over 20 games out of first. The Indians sent 3 balls into the seats as they stole a victory in extra innings over the Twins 7-6. In the standings, the Indians are in third place in the AL Central. They're 7 games back, while the Twins are fourth in the division. They're 7.5 games out of first. The Astros put together 10 total hits as they took down the visiting Mariners 9-6. Entering the day's action, the Astros are atop the American League West. They hold a dominant 9.5 game advantage. And the Mariners are fourth in the division. They're over 20 games out of first. Charlie Culberson had a home run and 3 RBIs as the Rangers pulled away from the Angels 5-1. He extended his hitting streak to a modest 6 straight games. As of right now, the Angels are in second place in the AL West, 9.5 games behind first. And the Rangers are at the bottom of the division. They're over 20 games out of first. Thanks for tuning in today. We'll be back here tomorrow and all season long.
Mm-hmm.